Barb Philip, Master of Wine, Category Manager for BC Liquor Stores.
Barb, so you've been involved in many different sectors in the BC wine industry over the years. And now that you're the European buyer for the BC liquor stores, how have you seen things change in terms of market trends, in terms of what are people buying from Europe and what are their interests?
Great question. And when I think about all the years and all of the changes, there's one thing that really stands out to me. And I don't want it to sound crass or unromantic, but people are spending more. People have no problem, like young consumers coming in, they have no problem spending much more money on a bottle of wine than they used to, which is great because then they have access to way more interesting wines. And we see that while we still support our VQA wines super, super well, people are curious, they're spending a lot, they really want to know, what are the grape varieties from Europe that I've never heard of? What are they doing in Chile that is surprising to me? It's a really, really curious market.
So they're very open to trying wines that they haven't tried before.
I would say.
This year we have Spain and Portugal here with the Vancouver Wine Show. How important are shows like this to the industry, and will the market see a renewed interest in these wines once the show leaves?
We typically do. We typically statistically see a bump after the wine festival, and I think that's because hundreds and hundreds of consumers come, hundreds of trade come. This morning I did a seminar on dynamic Spain, and the wines that we had on the panel were completely unexpected. So we know that Spain, it delivers a good red wine for excellent value, but we were tasting wines with great freshness. We were tasting white Albariños. People tend to forget about the gorgeous fortified wines for Spain. When they can come to the festival and they meet the winemakers, honestly, it's the second best thing to going to the wine region. And then they are consumers for life of that brand.
When you look at countries like Italy and Portugal and Spain, their native grape varieties account for the richness of the diversity that exists in these countries. So have you seen a change in terms of people saying, okay, I don't want to try the Cabernet from that area or the Merlot from that area, I really want to try the Alfrochero or the Baga?
Absolutely. I would say for the first part of your question, absolutely yes. Are they saying Alfrochero or Baga? No. But they're saying, I want to try something that I've never tried before. I don't want to try the Cabernet Sauvignon. I have my favorite Cabernet Sauvignons from somewhere else. What have they got that's new? And so maybe learning the names of the grapes is the next stage.
Is there then a responsibility that the industry in the city and the province feel in terms of that, okay, we need to help these consumers along?
I certainly feel it. I do. I mean, and it's helping the consumers, and it's also helping preserve the diversity of wine, which is what makes wine special. When you travel to Italy or Portugal or Spain, the wines that the producers are excited about are their indigenous grape varieties. Or maybe they have a project here, a grape variety that they didn't even know existed on their land, and now they're bringing it back. That's what they care about. That's what makes them special. And yeah, I do think there's a responsibility as a gatekeeper to pass that on to the consumer.
What do you see that's not here now that you kind of have your eye on that, I think wines from this area we need to get more of?
I think, and I can even keep it in Spain and Portugal, there are two regions that really excite me from both of those places. Spain is Ribera Sacra, and there aren't that many wines made there, and they're extremely difficult to make, and they're never going to be a mass-produced or mass-market thing, but I think we need to see more of the Mencia from Ribera Sacra, and from Portugal, more fine wines from the down. So the whites and the reds, there's something about those grape varieties on the granitic soils there that just have a freshness and a beauty and a particularity. I can't get that satisfied anywhere else.
Fantastic. Thanks, Barb.
Thanks. Cheers.